Dear students, this is the second part of our presentation, and in this particular segment we are discussing important words followed by some very important short questions and answers. These are the words used in the text, and these words, proper understanding of these words will help you to understand properly the meaning of the text. So, sparkle is a word used in the text. Sparkle means to shine brightly with the flashes of light. Pine needle, the thin sharp leaves that grow on pine trees. Clearing, open space. Sap, juice. Courses, passes through. Great chief in Washington, that phrase is used in the text. It means Governor Isaac Ingalls Stevens, the first governor of Washington Territory, serving from 1853 to 1857. And canoe is a light, narrow boat with pointed ends and no keel that is propelled with paddle or paddles. Your country boat. And to plunder means to rob. Devour means to eat greedily. And whippoorwill, that we discussed in the text, a nocturnal goatsucker. Nocturnal means appearing during the night time only. Nocturnal goatsucker of the eastern USA and Canada, related to European night jar, is a kind of nocturnal goatsucker. And pinyon pine, a variety of pine grows in the southwestern United States and in Mexico. The trees yield edible pinyon nuts, which were a staple of the Native Americans and are still widely eaten as a snack in New Mexican cuisine. So, pinyon pine is so favorite for the Red Indians. That belongs to one of the most important food items to them. To dart over means to speed along. Dart means speed. Darting means speeding. Savage, as we explained, that means uncivilized. Here, the term indicates the cultural differences between the whites and the natives. The vision of the whites is a savage one. So, the word savage used here with two meanings. One is ironically speaking, savage. Savage literally means uncivilized. The white thinks that all the Red Indians are uncivilized. But it has got another meaning. He agrees, the chief Seattle agrees that he is a savage. Then prairie, a large area of level or rolling land in the Mississippi Valley that in its natural uncultivated state has deep fertile soil, a cover of tall coarse grass and few trees, land in or predominantly in grass. So, prairies can be seen, as I told you, in Australia, in Canada, in Mississippi, in many parts of the American continents, including South as well as North American continents. Now, smoking iron hose, by which he means the train. Smoking iron hose, that is so ironically used. The smoking iron hose replaced the hoses. Okay. So, it is meant for train. Then unfurling. Unfurling means unfolding or opening out. Opening out. Clatter, the loud noise, clattering. Kin, kinsman or relationship, relations, kin. Contaminate means to defile or pollute or taint, contamination. Earth is contaminated by wastes, for example. Suffocate means unable to breathe. Suffocation, you feel suffocated, that you cannot breathe in. Okay, that is a kind of suffocation. Dominion means control over a country or people. Dominance, predominant, all words are interrelated. Blotted means stained. Blot means stain. talking wire, he means telephone, talking wires. And thicket, the dense growth of shrubbery or small trees. These are the important unfamiliar words discussed in the chapter. Okay. Dear friends, in this part we are talking about the background of the essay and important questions and answers that you can expect in university question papers. See the background. This Chief Seattle, his lifespan is given in brackets, was a chief of Duwamish tribe, the Native American in western Washington and metropolitan Seattle. In 1854, the government of the United States of America made an offer for a large area of Indian land and promised a reservation for the Indian people. Chief Seattle's reply to the proposal is the end of living and the beginning of survival. And that is very beautiful an essay, and that is a reply to that American request of the land to be taken away from the tribals. Answer these questions in a sentence or two each. What is strange about buying and selling land according to Chief Seattle? What is strange about? The answer is the idea of buying or selling land is strange because it is a divine gift. It does not belong to man, and every part of the land is sacred to them. So, there are three phrases used. One is a divine gift and does not belong to man, and the land is sacred. These 3 points you shall remember in your mind. Now, the second question, what does Seattle say about the cities of the white man? What does Seattle say about the cities of the white man? The answer is, the cities of the white man are full of din, frenzy and chaos. 3 words used, din, frenzy and chaos, and the sight of these cities pains their eyes. There means the Red Indians. Okay. Now, these words you should not forget, din, frenzy and chaos, and the very sight creates pain in their eyes. The third question, what would happen if all the beasts were gone? If all the beasts disappear, what may happen? The answer is, men would become extinct. Extinct means disappearing totally, extincted animal like that. So, man would become extinct from a great loneliness of spirit, as whatever happens to animals will happen to human sooner or later. Now, if you are making all the animals disappear, the same plight may come to man also. Man will also be extincted. Now, what is the difference between living and surviving? That's a very interesting question. What is living and what is surviving? The answer is, living is a meaningful existence with many activities including hopes for a bright future, whereas survival is the bare minimum. Survival is the bare minimum mode of existence in which a being struggles to remain alive somehow. So, living is more important, not existing. That is the point. Now, the next question, what is the white man likely discover before long? The answer is, white man is likely to discover before long that there is only one God and he does not discriminate between peoples. White or red, human beings are equal in his eyes. So, there is no discrimination from the part of the God. All people are alike as far as that God is concerned. And what is the attitude of the Indians to their ancestors? Native Americans, Red Indians, believe that their ancestors do not leave their land, but make it their permanent residence, making it a living presence to be treated with love, care, respect and fear. These words have been used. They never desert their land, and that is their permanent residence, unlike the whites. And they make it a living presence to be treated with love, care, respect and fear. Now, how does the Indian look upon water? Indians regard water as the blood of their ancestors and as their brothers. So, blood of their ancestors and as their brothers. Water thus deserves to be treated with care and affection. Water is not your enemy. Rivers are not your enemy. You should treat with care and affection. What does Seattle want the white man to teach his children? Seattle wants white men to teach the children that the land is sacred and inviolable. Two terms. Sacred means holy and inviolable. They need to treat rivers and beasts as their own brothers and to approach nature with moderation. Okay. And next question is about 100 words each. The first one is write a short note on the implication of the statement, the earth does not belong to man, man belongs to earth. Okay. And it implies the need for a holistic vision considering the whole, in toto, interconnected nature of living organism. All living organisms are interconnected. And preservation of environment. You should preserve your environment. And the unitary nature of the universe. Environmental awareness, a new paradigm of development which takes into account the delicate relations that structure the world. So, these are the earth does not belong to man, man belongs to earth. These are the meanings. A kind of holistic vision, interconnected, nature of living organisms, preservation of environment, unitary nature of the universe, environmental awareness and a new paradigm of development. Indians regard land as sacred divine gift of which they are a part. They believe that their deceased ancestors permanently reside in the land, making it a living presence to be treated with love, care, respect and fear. And there is only one God. That God is common to all. That is the meaning of the expression, the earth does not belong to man, man belongs to the earth. Next question is, what do you think of the white man's attitude to land? As far as the white man is concerned, land is a mere hostile territory to be tamed, conquered and exploited to the full until it ceases to be useful any longer. So, white man considers land as a hostile territory, and this land is to be tamed, conquered and exploited. Three terms used: tamed, conquered and exploited. For him it is a viable and sellable commodity. As far as the white man is concerned, the land is a sellable or viable commodity, and that does not consider love, care, respect, fear. So, the red Indians, they consider the land with love, care, respect and fear, unlike the white man. He has no religious, spiritual, genealogical or eschatological associations to the land, and naturally there is nothing that ties the white man down to it. Now, the white man does not have a religious attachment with the land, no spiritual attachment to the land, no genealogical attachment to the land and not even eschatological association with the land. Land is uniform all over the world and it is an area to build bustling cities on. As far as the white man is concerned, all land is alike, land is uniform and that place is suitable for creating cities. He is insensitive to the finer sensibilities and pulse of the land. Chief Seattle justifiably fears that his appetite would devour the earth and reduce it into a desert. So, that warning he gives at the end of the essay. So, he fears that the Englishman's or the white man's appetite would swallow the earth as a whole, and as a result it will be transformed into a desert. Now, there are essay questions too. The first is, Seattle's letter to the American government is a passionate plea for respect on the part of humans for environment. So, you can make a discussion based on that essay, or you can give you can summarize the whole essay and you will get to the answer for that question. And some more questions are there, and another one is, how does Seattle establish the view that man's exploitation of nature will lead to the end of living and the beginning of survival? So, living will be stopped and survival will be there, and he gives the that kind of a warning he provides at the end of the essay. Okay, that also is there. So, I wish you all the best. Prepare for the examination, and in university question papers you can see 4 types of questions. One is objective type question, then 1 or 2 sentence question, then paragraph question and essay question. And there is no shortcut for scoring marks. The shortcut is read the text as many times as possible and go through the questions and answers that we discussed. Thank you very much.